welcome to Fictional Narrative. I'm Neri. Today I'm wrapping up my month of August. Before we do that, I do have some resources in the description box as well as my socials, so please feel free to check those out. So for the month of August, I read a total of 4 books, which seems to be my average once a week, but Goodreads tells me I need to read 4.5 books a week just to catch up to my goal. It's gonna be great. I'm probably just gonna lower my goal just to make it realistic. School just started, so here we are. The first book I read was A Simple Favor by Darcey Bell. I rated this one a 4 out of 5 stars. I just thought it was really fun to listen to. I dished about the characters a lot in my review that I put on the channel, but here's the thing. I love this book. I enjoyed it. I thought the characters were flawed, but so well written. The book would not be what it is without the characters. And so would I read it again? 100%. The next book I read is The Confessions of Franny Layton by Sara Collins. I also have a review of this on my channel, but it doesn't have any spoilers, so you can go ahead and check that out. I also rated this a 4 out of 5 stars. I thought it was absolutely amazing, and yes, I recommend it. Is worth the read. I think it is a fantastic debut novel. And then I read The Best of Us by Robyn Carr. I rated this a 1 out of 5 stars. It just was not for me. I did put this as a review on Instagram, but to reiterate, I was looking for a simple, easy read after The Confessions of Franny Layton, and I thought this would be it. I'm going from something intense to something, maybe a little cozy. I just didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would have. And then to end my August, I finished the book The Tenant by Katrine Engberg. I rated this one a 3 out of 5. And I will be coming up with a non-spoiler review for this book as well in the upcoming few days, so watch out for that. But right now, what I'm going to say is that it was a 3 out of 5 and a good introduction to this author, a well-written novel. If you like kind of a semi-gritty type of novel, this is definitely it. This is definitely it. There are some very obvious noir elements to it, but we're going to get into it in another video. So let's get into what I will be reading for the month of September. Range by David Epstein just came up on my Libby Holds, so I wasn't really planning on reading that one, but I have 2 weeks. I have to fit it in somehow. I think it is the audiobook version, so I will definitely have time for it. Range is a nonfiction book that essentially kind of tells us why it's better to be a generalist rather than a specialist. I don't have a whole lot to say on most nonfiction books. I don't think I had much to say about Atomic Habits. I'm just like, nonfiction books are very much, it is what it is. But hopefully I enjoy this one as much as I enjoy Atomic Habits, because I've been waiting for this to come up on my holds for a very long time. Another book that I'm planning to read, it's also an audiobook that I'm borrowing from Libby, is Digital Gold by Nathaniel Popper, and it is about the history of Bitcoin and the people, the programmers and the millionaires who tried their best to make it a success and why they were driven to do that. I don't know anything about Bitcoin. I don't really have an interest in investing in Bitcoin, but I like history. If there's a history around something that I don't know, I'm excited to learn about it. Next on the list is The Feral Detective by Jonathan Lethem, and this story follows a woman named Phoebe Siegler who is looking for her daughter Arabella. She comes across someone named Charles Heist. His name is Charles Heist, who is very good at looking for people. They come across 2 warring tribes of outcasts in Los Angeles, and they think Arabella is kind of in the crossfire of these 2 warring tribes. So another mystery for me to delve into and a new author to explore. I can't wait. So this month is just going to be a month of mysteries for me. The next book that I'm going to be reading is Out by Natsuo Kirino. And this story is about a young mother who murders her husband and manages to get people to help her dispose of the body. and it is the gateway into a violent underbelly of Japanese society. This one is interesting to me because usually when a mystery tells you straight up, yeah, this murder happens and this is who did it, it gets intense. And finally, of course, a cozy mystery. The last book on this list is Verse and Vengeance by Amanda Flowers. I always come crawling back to cozy mysteries. I love cozies, but also I have pretty much like the first 3 books of this series on Audible, and I just don't know when they're gonna publish the audiobook for the 4th one, which is Verse and Vengeance, so I just decided to purchase it on Kindle. I'm probably gonna end up just purchasing the first 3. My brain is just, this is in this format, so I must have it in this format. It's not great. So the series follows bookshop owner Violet Waverly. This time she has to join a bicycle race to fundraise, and she's also trying to shake off Joel Redding, a private detective, off her tail. He's sniffing around to see where the magic in this magical bookshop mystery really comes from. And he ends up dead. So of course that makes Violet the prime suspect, and she has to clear her name. I also tried very hard not to make it the month of cozy mysteries, because I know I always come crawling back to cozy mysteries. Hopefully this will leave me a little bit more satisfied. When quarantine started, I really just wanted to take the opportunity to read all of the books that I haven't read in my bookshelf. The bookshelf is like this. I don't know why I did this. My bookshelf is like this. Like a lot of book consumers, I've purchased books that I haven't really had the chance to get to. But given the opportunity to do so, I want to find out what I want to unhaul. So we shall see. And that's what I'm going to attempt to be reading for September. I know I also had Heresy and Solace on my list at the beginning of August, but they're just gonna have to wait because I was just like not in the mood. That's fine. I'll get to them eventually. They're there. And if you made it this far and you want to see more of me, like, subscribe, and comment. Also follow me on Instagram, and mainly Instagram. There's also Twitter, but mainly Instagram. Thank you for watching. Bye! Violet Waverly.